Hello everyone, Marie Trees Lawler here. So I wanted to talk about my Rivas trip because that's gonna be my favorite part of the whole blog post about Latin America. So I arrived November 16th. I still remember because November 15th I was like, I made it to 1 month and a half. That half matters. And I took the Tika bus from San Jose to Rivas, and I went straight to the baseball stadium, and I found out they were having a game, so I stuck around for the game, and had fun, ate ceviche. It's like shrimp in like a soup type thing that's like cold. Other snacks, I was really impressed. I sat and not the Rivas Gigantes side. I sat the opposite. I sat at the opponent's side because I wasn't sure what number my friend was, and so I was like, I'll just go sit over there. I'll be able to see better what his number is, because I couldn't see, because I don't think he played that day, or maybe he did, and I couldn't see because I got entertained by the people around me. I was like, hey guys. And then I got really cool photos during the baseball games, cool videos. But yeah, I got to see all of Rivas. It's a little city. You can literally walk around all over Rivas. There's Maxi Pali, which is the most awesome grocery store. And then there's La Colonia, which is on the other side. And I didn't know about it for a long time, but I finally made it there. One day someone goes, there's a grocery store over there. And I was like, nuh-uh. And they were like, yeah, huh. I was like, I've been there. Like, how would I not know where the grocery stores are? You know, because there's a big Maxi Pali, there's a little Maxi Pali. Because I've been looking for Downy. The little, I was looking for Downy packets or a big bottle of Downy to put with, you know, like if you hand wash your clothes, which is what I did, and then you dry it up. And then if it dries for a long time, it has that like slightly like it's been sitting wet for too long scent. So what we do in the Philippines is put Downy, the liquid thing, and then we hang it up. And so I was like, looking for Downy. And someone goes, there's a grocery store over there. And I was like, thanks, Brando. I think it was Brando who told me. And I was like, really? And so I went down there and I was like, there is. I don't think I'd gone that way though, ever, like down that road. So I guess I would have never noticed La Colonia. And I'd asked people like, what are all the stores? Where are all the stores? And I was told just there's big Maxi Pali and little Maxi Pali, not La Colonia. So yeah, I ended up finding Downy in La Colonia. So there's 3 grocery stores. Big Maxi Pali, Little Maxi Pali, which was near Las Urdos, and then the La Colonia. So great grocery stores. I like Maxi Pali because it's cheaper. Little Maxi Pali was awesome because it was close to Las Urdos. And then it was also on my way to the Anthropology Museum, so I stopped there once in a while. But La Colonia is a lot like an American grocery store. It reminds me of Fresh Market. The first day I went in, I was like, it's like an American grocery store. Everything's so clean, everything's in order, things are a little expensive, but whatever, I'll, be fine now. I've got Downy. I was like, where's Downy? And so finally I got Downy and like colored pencils. That was all I really needed, colored pencils, because I got crayons from Maxi Pali. And so I used to walk around with my crayons and be like, my smile melts crayons. And I was like, what's your superpower? As a joke. But I finally got colored pencils. And no, my smile cannot melt colored pencils. But the key thing that I ended up really, really getting into in Rivas was fashion design again. And I made one of my coolest dresses ever. It's a green dress with orange piping, and there's white elephants, and then there's black diamonds. And I used Photoshop to create the pattern. I was having my proud moment. Norlin, my friend, was an awesome friend and got me doing all sorts of things. Okay, so where do I start with what? I ended up in the Olympics of like that tourist who doesn't do anything. I don't know. So Norlin had goals for me, which was to swim from San Jorge to Ometepe, the island. So like I was learning how to swim, so I used to hang out with Norlin, and I would swim a little bit farther out, a little bit farther out. I don't want to swim too far out because I didn't know what was out past where the people had usually swam. And so I would swim out, and then I would come back, and then I would be like, Norlin, you can go swimming, and then you'd go farther out, and then I would swim past Norlin. And so we had to do that interchanging because we had all sorts of stuff on his papano, which is what you ride in Rivas. You don't ride like a taxi usually because it's expensive. So you have these cart type things, and people ride in the cart. It's like a little bicycle, and then they ride like the bicycle, and then it pushes the front, and then you sit in the front, and then you get pushed around. So that is what we rode to San Jorge, and we had all of our things, including his like little stereo boombox thing. So we would just, keep all of our things in the papano. So Norlin would swim, and then he would swim back so that someone could sit in the papano, and then I would swim, and then I would swim back. So what I learned was that it is really hard to swim in the sea because Ometepe and San Jorge, well, that's the ocean. Even though, it seems really close by, it's still like the sea, it's the beach. And there are waves. The waves are not that high, but if you are swimming against the waves towards an island, you really have a hard time swimming for a long distance because the waves keep getting higher as you swim out, and the water kept pushing me back. And then I would, do a breaststroke and like kind of jump over the wave. And it wasn't that high, but like to me it was high. And I would be like, and then the water would hit me in the face, and I would get water in my nose. So it's hard to swim really, really far out in the sea. And then the other thing too is I tried to go to Ometepe, but Norlin and I just ended up hanging out at the beach because we had too much stuff with us. And so I didn't get to see Ometepe, but it's apparently really beautiful, and a lot of tourists go there. And then also, there's a bunch of pizza places. They're all really good. My favorite one is right next to the park. There's a soda over by the rotunda. There's really awesome restaurants. I didn't really get to go to that many of them because I kept going to the same place, which was just the soda. And then, I was there during Christmas time, so I got to see the Merry Parade, and it was really beautiful. Like they had created all these little floats, and people would walk behind them, or little like displays of Virgin Mary, and people would walk to the little shrine type thing. Also, there was a lot of fireworks, and baseball, was a lot of fun to go to during Christmas time, because it was a little bit more lively. And yeah, I would say that Rivas is a really cool place to visit if you are going to be doing your border run, and also if you want to go on vacation. And definitely check out the Anthropology Museum, because they have all sorts of cool stuff there. And I'll go more into those in the future. I've taken lots of photos and posted all sorts of things in a different blog, and someday I'd like to post some of the photos from the museum, and talk a little bit more about them. So yeah, they're just cool pottery basically. So yeah, anyway, that is it for my video. Thanks for watching. Bye.